Welcome to the Museum of American Speed in Lincoln, Nebraska. You won't believe the collection we have here. The museum is over 150,000 square feet. We have over 130 vehicles on display, 600 significant engines, 400 pedal cars, 51 stringed instruments, over 600 lunchboxes, the world's finest tether car, and tin toy race car collection, and much more.
I'm Tim Matthews, and this is Bob Mays, and we're going to show you some of our favorite cars.
Well, the builder of this hot rod certainly had a vision when he started this project.
Oh, absolutely, and this is one of my favorite cars for sure. This car is actually built by Steve Moll in California and is the brainchild vision of both Steve and a great friend of the museum, Eric Zausner. Basically, what Eric wanted to do is create a 32 Ford hot rod that would have been built by somebody that worked on Gasoline Alley. It's got the Arden flathead, French block flathead with the supercharger and the side draft Webers. It has a 32 body that's been stretched. It's just a spectacular piece of sculpture. Well, this is a really special place. This is where I can remember so many times in the past, Speedy Bill Smith would have his chair parked here talking about these three cool cars. These were Bill's cars. These were the cars that he campaigned, right? Starting with the 32 Ford, one of his first really successful race cars.
It was probably his most successful race car. In fact, it was so successful that some of his good friends around here in Lincoln actually got mad at him because this car was just so tough to beat. And of course, the 4X Roadster, the super modified, was kind of the next step for Bill, and it was also very successful. Both these cars were handled by Lloyd Beckman, who was maybe the most naturally talented driver to ever come out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Well, we're always looking for new items to put here in the museum, and here we have a couple of really neat hot rods that we just rolled onto the floor.
Absolutely, and these we feel so fortunate. They're both loans to the museum. The 40 Ford, it has a 331 Caddy motor with 2 4-barrels that was put together in 1954. This car basically exists now as it did in '54. It was put away, all the original hot rod interior, the radiators, the original flathead unit that has one side blocked off for the Caddy.
And over here we have kind of the next generation hot rod.
Oh, absolutely. How cool is this? This is a '66 Plymouth Belvedere. This car was only used for drag racing. It's never been painted. It has a Dick Landy prepared 426 Hemi that was installed in the car when it only had 25 miles. The original Hemi sitting right next to it, the numbers matching engine, 25 miles. This thing was purchased by a guy in Omaha who wanted to go to the drag strip and do one thing, and that was just to thwart all comers. Now, Bob, I know this is one of your favorite cars.
Yes, it is. This is the famous Black Deuce, owned by Hector Honore, driven by Bobby Grimm and several other Hall of Famers. Probably one of the most famous cars in all of circle track racing.
I remember my dad had the sticker on his old toolbox with this exact car on it.
It was just a very famous car. They won over 250 races. In a way, it was like the New York Yankees. A lot of people came to the races to root against the Black Deuce, hoping that it would get beat by somebody.
Well, that gives you a little taste of what we have here at the Museum of American Speed, but to see it all, you'll just have to stop and visit us.